All right, fantastic. Welcome everybody back to Coach Danalytics tonight. Very excited to be here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dan Williamson, co-founder of the Colony with eXp Realty. We're very proud of our success. About 61% now of agents outsold the national average last year. In most brokerages, it's about 7.8. You got about 10 times the chance to be successful with us than you do of any other brokerage. So very proud of what we do here. All right, so tonight's topic, as we're always trying to deliver on up-to-date topics, sales techniques that you can apply right away. One of the things that was on my mind is how can we use the fall market? How can we use fall as a great opportunity to build our business and to grow our business? Fall is a very exciting time of year, but traditionally it is the slowest month. October is the slowest month in real estate statistically of any other month. Second is December, right? So as the business seems to come to a halt in October. So what can we do in real estate to kind of get through this fall into winter market, right? So lots of ideas here. We'll start going by one and talk through each. But one of the things I found that I always had a lot of success with was having fall themed open houses, right? You want to get the most amount of people to these open houses now because clients are going to get a little bit more difficult to find and keep. All right. So I found that open houses themed really helps. Like, for an example, if you had an open house and you had pumpkin spice lattes from Starbucks, you know what I mean? Like, how many people can come to the open house? Maybe 20. You're out 20 lattes, pumpkin spice, but it gives people a reason to come out. This realtor is pretty fun. We're going to have some pumpkin spice lattes. We're going to come out. We're going to do these things. Things around like, what's scaring you from buying a house today? Kind of like playing with the whole Halloween idea. I've seen costume parties for the open house. Bring your best costume and you dress up as something and put that out on social media. Adult beverages with fall themes, beverages, Oktoberfest, Samuel Adams, anything to get people excited and to get people into your homes. Right now, people are frustrated. It is difficult to get a home. It is very hard to be a brand new agent. Granted, we work with them every day here in the colony. We love our brand new agents, but there's never been a harder time to break into real estate. People are frustrated. Buyers are frustrated. It's open house is a great time to get in front of people and get them to use you as the realtor. It's difficult right now because anything decent is getting 40 or 50 offers, right? So it's difficult to get in the contract. Reputation means so much right now. It means more than ever before. The experienced realtors have a huge advantage right now, but you could always push back on your relationships with the colony, being associated with such a successful team. You could always push back when you're calling that other realtor to speak on terms about you're on such a successful team and our rate of closing is so high, but you want to use what you got to sell. But these open house fall themes really work to get the most amount of buyers out. And when these buyers are frustrated, there's a good chance they might return your call and you might be able to bring them on as your client. So yeah, moving forward, talked about, the play on words, falling in love with this community. All right. Always good to do a social media pass, falling in love, using the term falling in love with this neighborhood, doing an entire spread, doing an entire social media layout, falling in love with the Grand in Delran, New Jersey, in love with this neighborhood, posting the basketball courts, the pool, the football field. All of these reasons to love, or falling in love with Denton, Maryland, or falling in love with Caroline County. Why wouldn't you want to come live here? Fall in love with the DC area if you're Tom. Why wouldn't you want to come here and live? All of these things, playing kind of on the term fall, but also trying to get some value out there into why they might be, excited to come look at the properties in this town or in this neighborhood, and might win you some brownie points, in those neighborhoods. So good to get listings right now. I'm marketing to neighborhoods more than I ever had. I actually just sent out mailers to my entire neighborhood last night. The entire neighborhood got a nice, beautiful magazine with my face and a nice little letter about how they would be foolish to list with any other realtor but me, because I'm obviously protecting my home value as well as theirs when I list the property. Video content, is always important. As we want to drop more videos, we want to drop more content, we want to get more exposure. Fall is a great time for you to use video content. What can you do for fall? Well, I'm cleaning out for fall. Fall clean out. Putting the pumpkin up with the kids, blowing up the balloon. I saw one realtor was blowing up his Redskins versus Eagles thing for, football on Sunday, but it got a ton of hits. I mean, maybe 3,000 responses. Posted on his township page, got like 3,000 responses, Eagles and Redskins fans, but brought a lot of notoriety to himself and to Jimmy's like, no matter who you're rooting for this Sunday, I think we can all agree that you should be buying and selling your home with me. mean, genius. The guy used just him putting up his football decorations on Sunday. So that's another huge thing that you can, your preparations for fall. What would make a perfect fall season for you? Anything from, anything fall related can be good video content. I'm cleaning out this for fall. I'm redecorating that for fall. I'm baking. It's a baking season, right? I'm not much of a baker, but I'm baking, muffins if you're Tom, or I'm baking, pumpkin flavored banana nut bread, whatever the case may be. Post that on social media and just get some hits and get people going. One of the cool things we talk about is a massive Halloween party. A lot of great realtors throw a huge Halloween party. It's fun. You dress up a little bit, and it's a great opportunity to invite your clients, your neighborhood, your development, have a massive Halloween party, decorate outside. One guy does a haunted house and is outside, brokered by, his brokerage. He's not with EXP, but I've always admired the way he does it. He does this massive haunted house. And as you walk through, you get his card. You got to take his card. You sign in to the open house. You sign a waiver saying, if anybody gets hurt, you're not going to sue. But he uses that to get you in his CRM. So he has a massive haunted house right there in his right there in his yard, maybe 2 days before Halloween. So a massive Halloween party is a great opportunity to bring people together, right? They're going to be happy that you invited them. Everybody has a good time. You're bobbing for apples. Maybe the prize is something, related to your brokerage. Halloween parties is a great opportunity to move your business forward, to get people together in a room. You could even say a Halloween party sponsored by eXp Realty, sponsored by your name and eXp Realty. So, a great time to get people together. One of the things that has always worked for me is Halloween night. I hand out more cards than any other night. The kids come up. I got a big, huge Snickers bar, bigger than Texas. I hand them the card and I say, listen, go tell your parents to buy or sell a home for me, or I'm not going to be able to afford these Snickers much longer. Everybody laughs. I come out dressed like Ric Flair. I start dancing. It's hard to keep these hot-getters down. Everybody's laughing. But I use Halloween as a great opportunity to build relations in my community, to hand out a ton of cards. And I've had a couple people like, did you just hand my kid a real estate card? And I'm like, yeah, man, listen, these kids need a house. But mostly I've gotten some really good business. A few years back, the guy was a huge Ric Flair fan, and he ended up buying a $350,000 house with me. Rough deal, to be fair, but worth the commission for sure. So don't miss out on these opportunities to get in front of people in the fall, is what I'm saying. And I, have been going the extra mile with my open houses, having a little bartending service there for $200. But offering something at your open house absolutely helps with the turnout, and you have all these opportunities in fall to add value. So Halloween party, handing out cards, building those relationships, Halloween night, trick or treat. Let's get after it. Another social media theme, or another marketing theme that you can use in fall is, why is fall the perfect time to sell, right? Some of the things that you can push on people is what makes fall good is a lot of people want to switch schools at the Christmas break. So if they get under contract in October, there's a pretty good chance that they could be, changing schools during the Christmas break for their children, right? Don't underestimate that. Man, a lot of kids, man, unhappy in their schools where they're at. Selling listings, getting listings in nicer neighborhoods with better school districts. This is a great opportunity to market that. Come move to this school district. Unhappy with your kid's school district. Got this beautiful home in Cinnaminson or Delran or Morristown or whatever great school district you have. Another good thing you could sell is that the October statistically is the best month to buy a house. And I don't know how true that is in this market, but statistically, October is when the prices start to come down and the number of buyers gets cut in half because it gets cold, not as many people looking. So you could also sell as October. If you want to run buyers, you could say it's the best time to buy. If you want to run sellers, you could say it's the best time to sell as you go into the holidays. Again, the number one realty marketing strategy I ever saw was a realtor centered around the holidays, centered around bringing the family home, keeping the family together. The little video will make you cry, but she got like 2,000 hit and like over 100 clients, 2,000 hits a day and over 100 clients from the video marketing she did about, she started the whole process of finding a house with a in-law suite, getting the dad out of the nursing home, moving the dad into the 55 plus, getting all the rooms, bringing the whole family together around a Christmas tree. Just incredible marketing. But the holidays is a time that you could pitch, buy the home your family deserves. Something of the kids around a Christmas tree. Imagine the kids' surprise, celebrate your first Christmas in your new home. I've got the lenders and the experience to make this happen in this market. Nothing motivates people to buy like the idea of their first holidays in their new home. I mean, me personally, we bought our house, we bought our dream house a couple years ago, me and Marianne. And man, that first Christmas was just incredible, man. I mean, I couldn't go to sleep. I remember seeing the kids around a tree and thinking, wow, look what I did for my family, like from basketball coach to this. So it's powerful even for me. It's powerful for everyone. So using the holidays can be a great opportunity to build your business as well. Thanksgiving's right here, always good. Inviting people to your home, posting on social media. Thankful for all your clients, something that you can do, anything to show thankfulness to your client. It's a great opportunity to send a video chat to all your clients. Just want to tell you how thankful I am for you. People want to help people that make them feel good. Well, what if you took a massive action and sent a "I'm thankful for you" message to every single client that you had in your CRM? I do that a lot with birthdays. I don't tell a lot of people that, but a lot of times I'll shoot a little video on my clients' birthdays and send them a little happy birthday message. Again, you're trying to move every relationship forward that you possibly can. The holidays are a great time to move those relationships forward. Another thing, I hate to state the obvious, but you're going to see family. You're going to see family on Thanksgiving. You're going to see family on holidays, right? Man, it's a great opportunity for you to remind people that you're in real estate, right? As you're sitting around the tables, Thanksgiving, it's not a bad opportunity to tell people, hey, just don't forget I'm here and I'm in real estate. I can't tell you how many realtors tell me stories about sitting around Thanksgiving table, hearing about people buying homes with other realtors that weren't them. Don't let that happen to you. Be all over the family in a polite, respectful way. But using the holidays as an avenue to grow your business, grow your brand, and get more clients, absolutely positive, can do it. Thanksgiving is a great way. Volunteering at, to feed the homeless. Great opportunity to get out in front of people. And that's what this business is: getting out in front of many people in the community as you can possibly get out and getting your brand out there. Absolutely vital. Why not do some good in these fall holidays? Another thing, look for fall festivals. For fall festivals can be very good. Fall festivals are everywhere. Getting a booth in these things. I mean, here in Pennsylvania, we have a massive one. I mean, if you could get in there for those 4 nights that they're, going to see the Hardy Lights, the Christmas lights, they got bands playing. I mean, if you were there every night for 2 weeks while they had that thing open, the amount of clients you would get would last you for decades. These fall festivals are an awesome way to get out in front of clients. Black Friday is coming, the biggest shopping day of the year. If there's ever a time to get a booth in a mall, the only time the American Mall is busy now is Black Friday. We got a booth in Morristown Mall here in New Jersey 2 Black Fridays ago, and I think I ended up with 3 deals from sitting there all day. So great opportunities there to use these highlight these events, and get out in front of people and build your business. But the fall festivals can be a very, very good idea. Starting your own festival, starting your own event. I've known a number of realtors have done a lot of things. A holiday giveaway, a holiday fundraising thing for, to help needy families. They bring all these people together for a 1-day auction raffle. Just another opportunity to get in front of people. Fall market is difficult. You want to use it to your advantage. It is a little bit of a downtime. You might be a little bit slower than you've been. It's a great opportunity to also rebrand and get refocused on what you want to do in the coming year to build your business. I personally myself looked at some rebranding ideas today and am very excited about that. But these were just my top 10 ideas on how you could use the fall to generate more business, get out in front of it, celebrate it, instead of sitting at home and being upset that business is probably going to slow a little as the months get colder. Get on top of it, get out in front of it, and try to build those relationships in your neighborhood through Halloween night, through all these video content opportunities, open house themes, and just really try to grow your business. Use fall as a positive instead of a negative. I even have one realtor that donates money back to a charity that gives Christmas gifts, which I think is a really, really, really cool thing. So in a season where people tend to want to help people, not a bad way to incentivize people to use you either is to say, portion of my commission goes back to such and such charity. It's a time of year when people really think about those things. But great ideas. Don't underestimate the power of telling someone that they can put their family in a new home by Christmas. Everybody wants to be together for Thanksgiving. I can't tell you how many buyers of the year said, I want to be in this house by Thanksgiving. And if you're going to pitch Thanksgiving, you got to start doing it in the next week or two. I'll put you in a new home with the perfect kitchen for your Thanksgiving meal, taking over your family. It's your family now. All the gatherings will be at your home. You've become the leader of your family. It's time to find the home for you to host Thanksgiving dinner and then post pictures of great kitchens that are available in different homes. And you should generate some business, right? Just some general ideas and opportunities, things that have worked for me. Probably of all the things we talked about, the biggest things that worked for me were the booth on Black Friday in the local mall. And then, the dressing up as Ric Flair on Halloween night, handing out cards, really, really moved my business forward. And then I'm always doing open houses and things like that. Open houses are really working for me right now to get buyers. I'm getting a lot of business from my buyers. So I'm giving a lot of my buyers away, but still saving a couple for myself, focusing mostly on listings now. Questions, ideas, comments, concerns. We're excited to be back. Again, the business is about filling up with buyers and sellers. When you close, you're unemployed the next day. The business is about constantly filling up your pipeline with buyers and sellers, or just buyers and sellers. That's what you're going to work for. And that's what you have to work for. A maximum amount of contacts with people a day. 10 conversations a day will lead to $100,000 a year, but you've got to find those 10 conversations somewhere. I can't do it for you. I wish I could, but you've got to go out and find all these different ways to get in front of people. All these fall ideas give you some great ideas, and you probably have a lot of ideas on your own, but it's about getting in front of as many people daily as you can, building your brand, building your business, social media, sphere of influence, face-to-face, getting leads from all these different directions. Questions, comments, concerns, love, energy. Keep James Southern in our prayers tonight. His son is in the emergency room. Don't be afraid to send some feedback as well on these trainings. We offer a lot of training here. And we get a pretty good turnout for these calls, and we get a pretty good turnout of people that open our emails and go back. We've had some suggestions. They'd like a Michelangelo and Dan team-up session. Some said, it'd be better if we just did it once every 2 weeks. I'd get more excited. Yeah, have ideas or any ways that we can do it better. We're here to serve you. One of the things that makes the colony so great is we're putting the agent first, and that's really it. That our faith in God and our belief in putting people first is why we're growing so much. And we're seeing great success. I mean, there's no other brokerage with this amount. We have 7 of the top 100 realtors in the state. And that's not counting all the great hitters we have in all the other states too. So we're proud of our success, but we don't ever want to get complacent. We want to keep moving this thing forward as much as we can. So any feedback you can, or trainings that you think you would really like, let me know. And if I can't lead it, we just added the Greco group, unbelievable group specializing in flips and investments. They're going to come on and lead some of that training for us. Incredible group. We're still hoping to get Dasha Wynn here one day to do the tax lien training. But there's any training specific that you think that you would want, throw it out here. Throw out the ideas. We would love it. I mean, Michelangelo is very much a process guy. I'm very much a sales guy. In your face, this is how you sell. But if there's training, past what me and him, give you, feel free to reach out. There's probably somebody on our team or in our sphere of influence that can offer those trainings. I know Connor would love to come on one day as well. What else we have? Questions, comments, concerns, ideas, anything. What do we got?
Hey, Dan.
Thomas.
Dan, you are so right about the open houses. My last 2 closings were based on hosting open houses. One was from Sean's mentor, Jason Chichilla, and one was from Sean himself. And I met the clients, and they were unaccompanied, and I became their agent that day. I mean, well, we had Starbucks coffee the next day, but to me, they were my client that day. We actually signed the next day, but and then we closed. And then what you're saying is so true. You do all this effort, appraisals, inspections, and we had an appraisal gap in both the last 2 cases. Because everybody's fighting for very few properties. So everybody outbids and this and that, and the appraisal doesn't work. And then you have one, I had an appraisal gap guarantee document. So it all worked fine, all mechanical. The other one, my client gave 2 of 12,000 a gap, and he held tight. He had unemotional. He's like, he didn't care. He's like, hey, it's not worth that to me. Boom, boom. And then we got it for the price he wanted. And I brought both of them to the table. But you're so right about open houses being a cool thing. And I've developed a relationship with JL Homes, a place in Baltimore that renovates, and they have like 4 at a time on the market. So the last couple of weekends, I've been able to do their open houses, for no fee, no relationship at all, except I'm standing there. And I get the guy walking in who says, "Hey, my wife and I want to buy a home between now and Christmas." That was the exact quote last weekend was, "We're buying by Christmas." So I have a relationship with them now.
I love that. I love that. And one of the things that we talked about, I left you a message on your phone about, filling up pipelines, referrals. When you close one, always stay in contact with them. Do you know anybody buying or selling? But one of the things I told Tom a few weeks ago that I haven't really shared with a lot of people on our team, but one of the great ways to fill up your pipeline is to get with your best lender, your best car salesman, anybody in the sales industry, and ask for their database and tell them you're going to call and generate business for them for free, and just ask for feedback on all the experience. So my favorite lender, I asked to use his database. I called everyone that had done a loan with him in the last 3 years and asked what their experience was like with this gentleman, and that led to a conversation about real estate. And I filled my pipeline up for quite a few months because I said, well, listen, if you're unhappy with the experience or the house you bought was too small, now's a great time to sell that. Well, we had twins, we weren't expecting that. Well, let's sell that condo and let's get you in a new home. I'm the guy that can help you. Yeah, but rates right now are so crazy. And I'm like, well, listen, let's talk about options. Let's talk about interest only. I mean, have you thought about how much you can put down? Do you know how much I can get you for that condo right now? And then, I sent them a market analysis, blew their mind. So, same thing with car sales. If you called every person that dealt with a car salesman, they don't have the time to do that. But if you called everyone, say, what was your experience with Tom at Hurley Toyota? And as you're talking, be like, oh, yeah, I understand. Hey, by the way, I'll take your feedback on and pass it on to Tom. By the way, I'm also in sales. I'm doing this as a favor to Tom, but I also sell real estate. Keep me in mind if you ever need somebody, if you're ever looking for anybody selling real estate. It's a competitive business. I'm just trying to grow while also trying to help my buddy Tom keep his business going. Anything to get conversations. That's what it comes down to. You got to fill that pipeline. So I keep a database on my computer of my pipeline. I'm thinking more about my pipeline than I'm thinking about what I got closing. And that's kind of what happens when you transition from someone that's just trying to survive to someone that's really trying to kill.
And that's where I screwed up the first couple of years. As soon as I grabbed on a transaction, that became my focus. And it was so much fun to get them to closing. And then I hit hard bottom floor. It's like diving into an empty pool.
It's hard, Tom. And I'll tell you what I had to learn is I kind of had to learn to let the deals baby themselves.
Yeah.
And not there's so many
people. There's so many people doing it for you. The mortgage guy, the title guy, the other agent is invested in getting it closed. I was doing too much nurturing and not enough prospecting.
Too. Yeah, listen, you're doing a good job for your client, and I respect that. But at some point, I had to transition from being so customer focused to also thinking, what's next? What's coming next? And you'll get there. Everybody will get there. But normal experience, Tom, for sure. But listen, you guys are great. What other questions, comments, concerns do we have? Anything you need from me, you can always reach out and call. My time is getting, as we're growing the team, my time sadly is getting as more and more limited each year, but always will make time for a call or a Zoom, even if it has to be 2 or 3 people at once, but always here to help. Let me know if you don't want to ask anything tonight or anybody following from home. Just text me, call me, questions, emails. And if we need to add an hour of just questions, we're willing to do that too as partial training. We don't know if we should be offering a little less training or a little bit more. We're trying to figure that out. So, all right, love you guys. Good night. Have a good day. Don't forget, prayers going up to the Southern family tonight, and I'll keep you guys posted on that.